My father moved back here about 40 years ago, and from then he really started the sawmill and has been slowly expanding it since then. The main products that we do are mostly based around homes, and so all the way from structural timbers through to the cladding, decking, flooring, anything you might have around your house really, and then other products like fencing and very random things like the bottom of lobster creels. We use quite a range of different species for the flooring. So we use softwood species such as larch and Douglas fir and spruce, and then we also use several hardwood species: ash, sycamore, beech and oak. For the softwoods, we get the timber from the forests surrounding the sawmill, and then our hardwoods, we get them from other forests in the local area. So what we manage here, we're doing on continuous cover forestry, where we keep the forest intact and the trees that we fell are replaced by natural regeneration. And most of the other forests in the area, they're managed sustainably and all the trees felled are replaced. This saw is where the bigger logs will come first, and then here I can either saw them, it's go through and through into sort of basic blocks, which are then taken to other saws for further resawing. So then there's another saw that will do the edging, where the bark is taken, the sides of the boards are taken off, and then there's a cross-cut saw to cut it to length. We also have a kiln, and then the planer, where it will be planed smooth and also moulded into flooring or cladding or decking or skirting boards.
Abbey Timber is situated at the eastern side of the Scottish borders. We're in a lovely isolated location, but actually we're only about 5 miles from the A1. This is a Limette circular saw, manufactured about 30 years ago in Finland, and we use this saw for two processes. One is to saw the round logs that are too small to go through the big bandsaw. The other process is taking the boards from the Mibor bandsaw that are the same thickness but vary in width, and we use this saw, Limette saw, to trim them to a consistent width. Waste disposal is integrated into the system. The waste gets ejected from the Limette saw straight onto a conveyor and into a wood chipper, which smashes it up basically into small pieces, and that is a feedstock for a biomass boiler. There's a conveyor between the Limette saw and this crosscut saw that I'm leaning against, and that allows us to store quite a bit of timber between the two machines, and then the crosscut saw, we trim it to the precise length that we require, removing any defects. It's also a grading process, and we can put the boards into different grades depending on the quality and what they're being used for.
We have to season wood to prevent it shrinking and twisting once it starts drying. You need to season planks if you want to use them indoors or in controlled conditions where moisture content is low. Depending on species, kilning can take between a few days or up to a month or two if it's oak. We use a four-sided planer molder to make our flooring. It has thicknesser, planer and two spindles, and it can do all four sides at once. One side will make a tongue and the other side will make a groove. The thicknesser will take material off the bottom and the planer will take the material off the top. The two spindle molders on the side will make the tongue in the groove. We put tongue and groove on the boards because it's easier for people to install the floor themselves. The alternative to that is using biscuits to join the boards. We can make flooring with microbevel or without microbevel, depending what our customer wants.